What is going on, everybody? AHS Rules back again with another video. This is a very weird situation. If you watched my previous video, I talked about Kristaps Porzingis being traded to the Boston Celtics and Malcolm Brogdon being traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. And literally 2 minutes after the upload is literally almost done, I tweeted it out at AHS_rules on Twitter. We get a notification saying that the trade fell through. I had all day to make that video, but I finally got free time, and I got to make the video, and then that came out. So I've waited it out even longer because Kristaps Porzingis is still going to the Boston Celtics. So I could have just avoided this video, but I'm not, because the 3-team trade now involves my team, my Memphis Grizzlies. And I'm going to leave that Porzingis video up just because it's uploaded. It is out to the world. But now it's a bit different. For the Wizards' standpoint, they got a way better player this time around. And the Grizzlies, let's dwell into it. So now, this time around, the Washington Wizards are receiving Tyus Jones, Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala, and the 35th pick. The Memphis Grizzlies are receiving Marcus Smart, and the Celtics are receiving Kristaps Porzingis, the number 25th pick, and a first-round pick next year, which this is not labeled here, but I am 99% sure it is the top 3 protected pick from the Golden State Warriors. So, Porzingis going to the Celtics, I don't have to talk about it because I already talked about it. And it's a very funny thing, because the main thing that I remember saying in that video is, like, if it was me personally, I would have tried to give up Marcus Smart. I think he fit better with the Clippers. It would have been a more intriguing fit. Also, the rumor is that the reason the trade fell through is because the Clippers were concerned about Malcolm Brogdon's injury. But I was like, Marcus Smart didn't have the best playoff run. I would have been more intrigued in seeing him being traded, and then literally an hour later, he ended up getting traded to my team. Now, it definitely is weird because my expectation for the Grizzlies this offseason was to trade Tyus Jones to get a starting small forward, whether we involved a lot of picks in that, and then we were going to sign a backup point guard with the mid-level exception. And maybe we could have got a point guard. And my expectation is that our main target was the starting small forward. Where now we still have questions about that. All right, so the pick is from Golden State. I was correct in that. And now I don't know. Marcus Smart definitely can play a lot of positions, and the main concern for Grizzlies fans at this moment is who is going to play our starting point guard for the first 25 games. Because John Morant is not going to be able to do that because of the suspension. I can understand that. I am worried about a whole freaking season, though. So, we still do not know who our small forward is going to be, because all rumors have leaned towards Dillon Brooks is out of the door. That was the rumor almost the moment the playoffs ended for us. Dillon Brooks is not coming back. And we essentially traded Tyus Jones to get Marcus Smart. Now, I definitely am upset with giving up 2 first-round picks. 1 first-round pick, I think, is understandable, and especially it being our first-round pick this year, it's late. The way the Grizzlies have been working in the draft the past couple years, they draft late, and if they really want a player, they will go out of their way to draft that player. So if there's somebody that they want to draft today, they will find a way to do it. So I am not that concerned with this year's first-round pick. I'm not losing my mind out of that. The Warriors pick next year, I was a little concerned about trading because it's not our pick. We don't know where the hell the Warriors are going to be because they've been so up and down emotional this past season. And we don't know what the hell their team's going to look like next season. I thought that pick might be somewhat valuable. But guess what? I'm not going to worry about it anymore because it's not in our hands. And I'm not going to say I hope the Warriors are good, but I hope we don't regret trading that pick. So giving up 2 first-round picks, especially because, again, in my opinion, we didn't even get the best player in this deal. The best player is Porzingis. The Celtics got the best player and 2 first-round picks in this deal. That's what kind of gets me a little bit upset. But like I said, Marcus Smart, he didn't have the best playoff run, but I'm not going to judge somebody based off their playoff last run, because that was the case. The Grizzlies completely suck, but I am kidding. But Marcus Smart, we know, is a leader. He has been the Celtics leader. I've seen a lot of Celtics fans upset now because they had to trade Marcus Smart, and that just means a lot for a Grizzlies fan perspective. So it definitely is somewhat understandable. The thing is, like I said, I'm intrigued to see what happens after John Moran is back. Is Marcus Smart going to be our starting small forward? Desmond Bane going to be our starting small forward? What are we doing for that starting small forward position? Is Marcus Smart going to be all right being the backup point guard? Because in Boston, he's been the starting point guard for the past couple years. So that's a concern that will have to come down the road, and hopefully it's not a big deal and I'm just overthinking it in the moment. I'm not upset with Marcus Smart being on my team. I like Marcus Smart, and he's great. We have the last 2 defensive player of the years. That is something that I'm smiling ear to ear about. I thank Tyus Jones for his service. I hate that he finally gets to start and is on the Washington Wizards. And in that video, I said, I feel so sorry for Wizards fans, but maybe they trade him and he gets to start somewhere else and they just collected as much assets as they can. I don't know what the Wizards are doing at this moment. And again, I'm dwelling a little bit too much, but the Wizards and the Grizzlies were talking prior to this trade with the Celtics, so maybe we are trying to get someone else from the Wizards. I doubt it now because they probably would have been involved in this, but I just remember what I was saying that in a video that I saw. So yes, this is draft day. It is a crazy day. I am hoping I get to make a lot of reaction videos. I fully anticipate it. Wrapping up this, I hope the Grizzlies get a veteran small forward in some standpoint. The draft, when it comes to drafting, it's okay. But we got a lot of young guys on our team, and I want a veteran small forward or forward that can potentially play for us, because I've been thinking all offseason we were trading Tyus for that, but we ended up trading a backup point guard for a starting point guard that might have to end up being the backup. It's a very confusing and ongoing situation. So hopefully I'm not overthinking it. Like I said, I'm glad that Marcus Smart's on my team. If you want to hear me talk about Kristaps Porzingis going to the Celtics, watch the prior video that is outdated now. And to wrap this video up, I will thank Tyus Jones for his service to the Memphis Grizzlies. So, like I said, hopefully you see me a lot more today, talk about draft-related stuff. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.